Hello, it's Anastasia, and in this video I want to share some of my predictions about fashion trends in 2021. I'll be sharing things that I would be picking for myself and recommending to my clients. I am founder of a personal shopping company called Personal Shopper London, and I have been sourcing luxury items since 2013. So I have a little bit of experience in working with luxury focused trends, but I'll try to include also items that are available on the high street or in some mid-range premium brands. In the past year, I made effort to create a capsule-based wardrobe using as little items as I could, just to keep myself organized, keep my things to a minimum. As a mother of 2 kids, I don't have too much time for shopping and dressing at this point of my life, so I'm preferring to pick quality over quantity. But at the beginning of this year, to try things on, to try if the trends worked for me, some of the items I also bought on a high street from Topshop or from H&M or Zara. And then when I understood that I really enjoy wearing like a simple black tank top, I went for a high quality and I picked some ones from Todeme and other brands at Net-a-Porter. I used to really admire styles that are coming from Sweden, and some of my favorite bloggers are Felicia Axtorm, Marifa Behrens, a few others. They would use very minimalistic, black, neutral wardrobe that works so well in the city. But as you know, I live in Abu Dhabi and we have a lot of sunshine here, and our style usually needs a little bit more color, a little bit more neutrals. So it's a bit more similar to a style that you would probably find somewhere in LA or Miami. So I was drawing a lot of inspiration again from those areas. For 2021, I can see that the trend is coming from countryside, from very practical dressing, from French style, Parisian, and not only Parisian city dressing, but a lot of it is coming from the village dressing or like peasant dressing. There was a really funny trend on Instagram recently where men and women were wearing dresses from Target in colonial style. So I think a lot of us who live in a city especially, we dream about going to the countryside, and that's why I think this trend is going to involve a lot more, and it's something that I'm planning to do too. So when the summer holidays will come, I'm planning to go to the countryside in Ukraine with my kids and wear a lot of like peasant style clothing and just spend time in the nature. Some of my favorite brands that do these trends really brilliantly this year are the Zimmermann. They do really nice shorts, blouses, dresses as well. For me personally, I have worn quite a lot of dresses in the past few years, so I'm just gonna try to stay away from the dresses, but I'm gonna include some skirts. I just shopped for a very nice floral skirt that I'm just gonna wear with a black plain tank top, and it's gonna be my like feminine type of look, and I'm gonna be layering it with a plain black cardigan as well. It just makes things easier and more practical for me at the moment. I do like feminine dressing, and I actually have a few dresses. They're vintage from my mom. It's like from an American brand and one from the UK brand, and I'm gonna try to wear them a lot more this summer. And I'm also gonna be shopping on some platforms to find something cute as well. Another trend that I was seeing is also a little bit like peasant style, is emergence of the Austrian vintage cardigans. They're so incredible. There's so much work done, and I think it's hard to find something nowadays in the modern world that is made with so much care. There's a few brands who are doing this for this season. On Net-a-Porter, I've seen a cardigan from brand DIOR, and another one that is doing really cute items like that is Love Shack Fancy, the brand from Hamptons. It's also giving like the same kind of vibes. But one of my favorite ever brands for the French styling is, of course, Isabelle Marant. She's just so great at creating the right clothes, and she's really good at working with the colors. I think that she or her team of designers, they know very well what women need, and it applies a lot to European complexion of women who are French, and I know that a lot of Russian clients, they like always love Isabel Marant, and then I see it's emerging a lot in Britain as well. So she usually does something for everyone, for the fair skin and hair, for the darker hair and skin, and the texture that she creates the clothes in are very flattering for when you don't have like super perfect skin anymore, for somebody who has a little bit more freckles, or like when you're looking for a little bit more texture. And it goes on a good side, girls like Arab girls or like darker skinned girls who have super perfect skin, or Asiatic, usually don't have the same problem, so they can wear like any fabrics that have a lot of sheen, a lot more luxurious feel, and not so much like peasant style. I want to show you other brand that I really loved, and when I was in New York, I really wanted to see it for real, because here, even in Dubai, they don't stock so many new emerging brands here. This lady is from New York, and her name is Ulla Johnson. She's also a mother, and she tries to make clothes that are machine washable, something that's really practical. Of course, one day I use a lot of finer materials like silk. There's no other way. They have to be dry clean only. But she also made very cute shorts and blouses and jackets, and I really like the cardigans that she makes. They're in a rainbow color like scheme with like a lot of interesting pattern, and I really like these puffy shoulders. There was another brand that does puffy shoulder jackets for the summer, the Retrofit brand. It's the brand that is known previously for making sequin dresses that were like super pretty, and we've seen a lot of them on celebrities previously. But this year, if you check the Revolve website, I'll leave you a link below, we'll see these really beautiful jackets. They're slightly cropped, and if you want to feel more on the feminine side, I think it's going to be such great additions. You can wear any jeans that you already have, like plain tank top or any like jumper that you're wearing to the top of your liking, but without much detailing. And if you add jacket that has a little puffy shoulders and some jewelry, that would create a super feminine and flattering look for the summer, which is also like super practical. It's not a dress that you would have to be super careful with, or you can only like dry clean it. For somebody who is active, out and about, and as a mom, I think that would be such a good choice. Another trend is using a lot of materials, unusual materials in shoes. We've seen them previously in bags, like straw bags were super massive. 2 years ago, 1 year ago, all the major brands made them. Maybe just apart from the Chanel and DIOR. Even Hermes bags in straw were becoming so incredibly demanded that their market price grew up to 100,000 for a bag. And this increased demand actually made Hermes think about, maybe we should do them again. So they created a few more of them, and you would have to spend a lot of money in Hermes to be able to purchase one. They also made them in a very small, cute sizes, so it was not only like classic straw bag, they also made a new one, and some of the very lucky bloggers got them. I don't think they paid for them, but that's super amazing as well. So if you're looking for something like this, you can actually contact my personal shopping company. It's best if you send us a message on the Instagram direct, so me and my team will see it and we'll get work started on your inquiry. So another trend that started, as I say, is when now brands are using straw material to create shoes. I'm not super sure how long they could last, these shoes. And you know, in Russia, in medieval times, people like peasants were wearing these shoes that made from straw. They were called lapti, and they also had like the rope ties around the leg. So this is something that I just like came up with, that it looks really similar. Chanel has created a pair of dead sandals in a raffia materials. They also made sneaker in a raffia material. They probably would create a few more styles and bags. They're using, again, the espadrille is coming back, but not in its classic version. It's coming back as a sandal. One of my favorite styles for the season is the espadrille with a thong sandal with the ties. Super flattering. It was from the cruise collection. And even Dior, I think they're gonna surprise us and do something really crazy in a straw. They have already introduced one bag that was super limited. It's like a basket tote made from the straw material. So I'm hoping we will see a lot more of this craziness on the luxury market. Yeah, and the other one, Bottega. Just last week they posted a picture of Bottega mules made in a straw. That's really unusual, and if you're somebody who looks for like very unique items that nobody has, you could look into that. I also really like the rope materials, and Chanel was using a lot of it in their collections starting from a year ago. And actually, as I said before, like luxury clients who already have had like the dead sandal for so many years, by now they are buying actively the rope sandals. It's gonna be trend for the next 2 to 3 years. And also Isabel Marant is another brand that has made similar sandals, so they're a bit more affordable. They're now available at Net-a-Porter and other websites. I'll make sure to leave you a link below. Another brand, there's another like Nomad something's brand that makes very similar sandals, and I hope that I will be able to find a link for you too. They come in like very natural material. My friend Reem wore them last summer and everyone were asking about them. So definitely for any budget you can find a pair of shoes like this. For me personally, it's not super practical choice for me. I prefer normal thong sandals. I really like Havanias, and my other brand that I really like this season is the Tiki sandal. It's the leather sandal. It's a New York or American brand, and they make very nice colors. I picked the one in a cream, and they have a lot of others like khaki, like gold, black. I just find that this style really looks best on my legs, and I'm just gonna stick to this one. Other major trend that I see is that hemlines are becoming very straight, while a few years ago we could see like a lot of frilling on the bottoms and on the legs. I feel like maybe in these COVID times we have changed our preferences to have things much more practical and a little bit less feminine. So what I would do this year, I would wear feminine based clothing on the top of my body, and on the bottom part it's gonna be something a bit more structured, rigid, like denim. My favorite denims right now are from the brand called Arcade, and a few others. My other favorite pair in white is from Abercrombie. They have their really good one. It's called the Curvy line. It works very well with somebody who with a bit bigger bottom, or somebody who doesn't want jeans to be too tight. So I really like mine. I wear them a lot around the house, and if I wanted to add some feminine touch, I would add it on the top of my body. This is something that I have been noticing lately, and maybe it's because I'm graduating towards more elegant style. It's something that I really like to do. So this year I happened to sell my dresses that had like frilling ruffles on the bottom part, and I also feel like we're becoming a bit more practical even with going out clothes. So I can see that the trend for the little black dress will return, and I'm gonna post one look that I really loved on one of the bloggers. Is for going out, you can have a little capsule of like black based clothing if you don't wear so much color, because it's going to be super versatile, and then you would accessorize it. And I can see that metals are coming back in form of belts, in forms of very chunkier earrings, but not like gold earrings, not fancy style. This more vintagey silver style. Isabel Marant is who is doing it a lot, and I really like other brands like Bash, Cezanne, and Sandro. I posted a video on Sandro items that I've seen in their shop. I hope you really like it. Apart from doing these videos on YouTube, we also have Telegram chats for me personally and for Personal Shopper London, where we post our favorite findings that are available online, or some findings on some bloggers with the cool trends. So if you're interested to be updated a bit more often, you can check out. And I wish this video will help you to know a bit more about summer styling for next few seasons. And if you haven't found your style yet, it's good to try little things, but try not to overdo it. I always want to stay true to my true self. And happy styling. Bye.